Well, hello, Business Bulldogs. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome.
Wonderful. Well, first off, I can't talk in this thing. It's a little hot. So we're going to take that off. But my name is Dan Spangler, and I'm here to talk about Silver Snout. Now, I have brought a box for you guys to actually see. You can pass it around if you like. This is a sample box. And while I'm going through the presentation, I'll let you guys take a look at that. Now, how many of you guys have dogs? All right, 2 out of 3. And if you need a dog, I can help you out with that too. So, again, before we get into the actual dog stuff, let's just talk about me. So, this is me in Iraq in 2003. I'm a retired Marine. I got hurt in Iraq. I jumped off a truck. I put my femur through my pelvic bone. The little guy next to me, that's Spanky. Spanky is the dog that saved my life. And he is the reason I'm here today. He's also the reason this box is here. And in just a special note, the logo on the front of the box where it says Silver Snout, that's actually an imprint of his nose of when he passed away. We actually took an imprint of his nose and used it for our marketing materials. So that's who I am. Along with that, I'm the owner of A Dog's Dream, which is a full-service dog facility in New Bern. I've been running that company for 12 years now and did make it through COVID, surprisingly enough, as many people have a hard time getting through. I also have a nonprofit that I run called the Dreamers Foundation. The Dreamers Foundation main program is called Operation Keep Your Spanky. That program is designed to provide food and low-cost veterinary care to veterans and military families that struggle financially. And the third thing that I started just about 2 years ago is Top Dog Associates. Top Dog Associates is a training and consulting company for the pet care industry. So now that you know a little bit about me and my history with Spanky, we're going to move into what Silver Snout is. So, I guess we don't have the timing on these. So this was supposed to be a question for you guys. It was set to have time on it. So when is a dog considered a senior pet? Obviously, a large dog at 5 years old. Now, many people think senior dogs become senior dogs at 10 to 12 years old. Well, guess what? No. Just like us, their lifespan's a little bit shorter. So when we're turning into our 70s, they're turning into their 70s around the 5 to 7 age range, just depending on their size and the build of their dog. So all dogs are considered senior after 7 years old. Now, with that being said, the problem is if we want our dog to live longer. Most dogs live between 10 to 13 years on a good note. Now, my experience with Spanky, he actually had kidney failure, but thanks to all the nutrition and better products I was able to give him, he was able to live a happy and healthy life until the age of 15. Now, one of the other things, finding high quality products. Again, we have PetSmart and we have Amazon, things like that, but I hate to say it, those aren't the best products in the world. And again, we all know that anything made in mass quantities doesn't have high quality. So with that, finding products that are higher quality is a little bit tougher, even with the internet nowadays. The other part is talking about education. One of the things that's happened in the last few years, and again, especially with COVID, there's more dogs in the market, veterinarians are overrun, and most veterinarians coming out of school nowadays are taught just to say, okay, well, this is a problem. Oh, here, I just give you this pill or this food. That's it. They're taught that, and they're also sort of pushed that way because major manufacturers like Purina and Blue Buffalo and them are the ones that are paying for this, so they want you to push certain products. They don't know what else is out there. So the education part has gone way down. Now, our solution, Silver Snout, a mail-order subscription service for the senior pet market. Now, it's starting out with just dogs. We do have a plan to go into cats, but Silver Snout is obviously dogs. We'll work on an option for cats. Biggest part of this is we're going to be sending out sample products and also full-size products in our monthly mailer to our clients. Now, again, you guys have probably heard of BarkBox. That's one of the biggest ones out there. One of the things with BarkBox is they don't focus on anything to do with senior. We're a very niche market. We're going straight for senior pets. Senior pets make up a very big demographic because as we age, they age too, but we also get a second dog during that time. You know, again, most of us have had 2 or 3 dogs in our life. Well, all those senior dogs all need the same support. So, now, and this is my fault, I realized I had double the slides and I sent the wrong presentation to you, so this is the exact same slide, just a little bit worded differently, so.
Good deal.
Customers. So, the customer side, what we're looking for, again, in my business, I've been running A Dog's Dream for 12 years. My ideal client is a woman with dual income family household that has kids, well-educated, professional. Again, this is my ideal client in my company right now, and this is exactly the same client that we're going to use for our Silver Snout. Now, the reason I say that is, in our daily life at A Dog's Dream, There's a million times when a husband walks in with a dog and just stands there and says, my wife said me to drop this off. And so, again, in this situation, women are the ones that usually make the decisions on the health care of the animal. So, again, that's where we're going to go with this. Now, on our customer side, when we're looking at this, again, keeping them healthy, giving them options, and then also the holistic side. One of the things that came out of COVID in the last 2 years is people are looking for better options, their personal health care. Well, guess what? In the pet care side, they're looking for other options too. Now, reasons for success. Again, I can't tell you, you guys all know how many of you guys get something shipped to your house every day? Mm-hmm. Pretty much, right? Well, guess what? Almost 900% growth in 6 years. People don't want to go anywhere. They want things to come to them. So that's why we were working on this. Now, the other part is I have a large, vast network of companies that I work with. Every year I go to 2 big conferences with thousands of vendors. I've made relationships with them over the years where I have access to them, and some of the products are already in that box. So you can see that's our 4th of July box that we came up with as our sample box, but you can see some of the products in there, our samples I've gotten, and also full-size products. So clients will get a value for their box. Now, as I mentioned before, 47% of the dogs in the country are over the age of 7. That's a lot of dogs. Now, again, we're not open to every dog just because not everybody's gonna be able to afford this, but at $29 a pop, it is a pretty good value when they're gonna be getting those kinds of products that would cost more than that normally. Also, just so you guys understand that the pet care industry still is growing. Even with COVID, one of the things that boomed during the pet care industry, or during COVID, was the pet care industry. Dogs got adopted and cats got adopted. Pet care is booming. So it's still up. This year we're looking at about 121 billion. Reasons to select me, obviously my past with Spanky. Spanky's the reason I'm here today. He's the reason I have this company, along with the new companies I'm launching in the pet care industry. Along with that, I have 20 years in the pet care industry. I've done this for a while. And along with that, I'm a proven entrepreneur. I made it through COVID with one of my companies, or well, 2 of my companies. And so that's why I should be selected. Any questions?
Yay, good job.
Good
okay. Job. 2.5 minutes on the clock.
How much did you say that the box was going to be again?
$29, $29.99. We're going to have a 1 month, 3 month, and a 6 month option to begin with. Our ideal client, we would like to keep between 12 and 18 months. That's enough time to provide them with everything that we think we can come up with. The idea behind it is that we're going to have different products every month, and in about 12 to 18 months will be enough to get them a full assortment of everything that's out there on the market that's new or different. So our lifetime customer between 12 and 18 months. That's what we're shooting for.
Okay. Well, I'm a pet owner.
Yep.
I own my awesome, amazing Yorkie Poodle mix named Buddy.
Gotcha.
Buddy is, he turned 12 years old on March 3rd.
Okay.
And so I know that I most likely will be one of your customers.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
So what would it mean to you to win this competition then?
This would be a huge honor. One of the things I've struggled with over the years is how to honor Spanky. Spanky passed away a few years ago. And while I do have the Dreamers Foundation, there's been other things I've wanted to do. And pushing myself has been hard since he passed away, I'll be honest. He passed away of kidney failure right after we did a huge charity event. And so being able to put his name in, and that's why this is very, very personal to me, because Spanky's nose is the logo. I can't think of any way to be more personal to that. And so being able to put him out there and tell the story, both to help veterans too. Again, in this situation, obviously helping the pets, but one of the things I've found over the years, I've made a network of other veteran friends that we have a hard time asking for help. And while we may not have a service dog, Spanky was not a service dog when he came to me when I adopted him. He ended up being my service dog towards the end because I realized what he did for me. But again, in this situation, helping the veterans out there to keep their pets happy and healthy and things like that.
Well, thank you for your insight.
Most definitely.
Great presentation, Dan.
Thank you.
Talk to us about the financials. What kinds of revenue are you gonna have in the first year?
So in the presentation I gave you guys, one of the things we looked at to sell about 800 boxes in the 4th quarter. So we're gonna do a soft launch in the 3rd quarter this year and go for a full launch in the 4th quarter so that we hit the holidays. One of the biggest times of the year for the pet care industry, again, is just like the human world, is buying at Christmas. So our ideal is to sell around hopefully 800 boxes, which is sort of low for a quarter, but the idea is to be launching. Now, our financial side, fortunately, my company, A Dog's Dream, has space. Oh, I'm done.
No, we're in
We're
the
asking
question
a question.
part anyway.
Oh.
You finished on time.
Oh,
So,
see, I was told we had 10 minutes total.
Well,
Like-
that's it, but
Gotcha.
we're good. You can still answer her question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Too.
For the financial side of things, A Dog's Dream, my current company has a space that we're going to be able to use to store and warehouse things. And again, one of the other options that I have with my company is excess employee time. So my employees will be working part-time if they want to do some box shipping and things like that. So one of the options I have is to keep our costs very low. Now, obviously the box and the shipping are the two biggest things for us. The boxes, depending on the box, that's an example box. That box in a white box printed would be between $4 and $4.50, depending on the amount I buy. And then if I go to a cheaper box, which is possible, I would bring it down to around $3 or $3.50. So there's $1 there. The shipping, that's one of the other things we're discussing right now and figuring out. Again, in the market today, shipping has gone skyrocketing because of this program. So we're looking at things that possibly even putting it inside of a USPS box and shipping it under the USPS one rate that would keep us at, or even FedEx has a one rate box, that we may be able to slide that right in. Because one of the things I want people to see is the presentation. Hopefully you guys, I know it's very rough because of
I
just being
noticed it.
yeah.
The presentation, the idea behind it is to give something to really look forward to every month. Some information, some cute pictures, and again, I envision to have some of our clients on those boxes so that people can see the dogs doing and living well and things like that.
It's a great idea.
So when it comes to the full financials, that's the major costs are covered by my company currently, so we don't have a lot right now. And then the second year, obviously, I put in our financials to hire 2 employees so that I can separate from my current company so we have more of our own standalone company.
Okay.
And you obviously have a foothold already, so you would spread word of mouth there. And then I know you mentioned something in your business plan. What is your main thrust to get the word out for your stuff?
So obviously, yes, I do have A Dog's Dream, and we have several thousand followers on A Dog's Dream's Facebook page. Along with that, the Dreamers Foundation has a very heavy following. They're all pet lovers and things like that. So obviously, social media is going to be the biggest way to get this out, and that's where we're going to push very hard. The website will be all built in so that it's all robust, so that nobody has to do anything other than go to the website and just sign up like you would normally on a subscription service. Cool. And again, for the marketing side, obviously you can tell that I'm a mild entertainer and like to do things. So I've done crazy things in the past for our Dreamers Foundation. Myself and another veteran went 8,000 miles cross country and raised $30,000. That's the trip that Spanky and I took to launch Operation Keep Your Spankies. So doing things like that would be above and beyond to bring the attention to our organization would definitely be up my alley.
All right. Well, thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you. And sorry, I brought Farley, and I thought he was going to be able to stay in the room, like she was going to be able to handle him, and I unfortunately wasn't. I didn't realize we were only the only ones down here. So
And it is a great presentation.
All right. Thank you.
appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.